Hey everybody, this is Wes from the Console Gaming Crew podcast, and we want to proudly say that we are a part of the Boss Rush network at bossrush.net. BossRush.net is a place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there is a growing collection of podcasts, not just in the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be a part of such a great network of podcasters and content creators. So please stop by and give everyone a listen at bossrush.net. Thank you, and enjoy the show. Yo, crew members, what it be?
Heyo, let's get it.
Now, first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about Ant. You know what I mean? He tried to get in. You know what I'm saying? At least he tried. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him that much. But technology said, fuck you.
Yeah, I was going to say let's address the elephant not in the room, but then again, that's maybe more like let's address the miniature pony not in the room. But yeah, he couldn't, he wanted to be here with us. He got his computer fixed, but I'm guessing he put it together so it didn't work properly. So, Geek Squad for a reason, my guy. But anyway, so while we were originally going to do the gaming crash of the 80s, that was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan. There were two showcases that came. We had a Nintendo Direct and a Sony State of Play that jumped off on the same day that we were not expecting.
Yeah, true.
So we didn't want to wait an extra week to cover that when everything's all done and old and nasty and grody and dusty. So we figured we'd get at it now. So let's start with Sony.
All right. So for the first time in 7 years, Bandai Namco is giving us another Tekken game. I just wanted to just start off just like that, dude. We haven't gotten a Tekken game since 2015.
And how funny is it, too? Because the episode that we just had, you brought up Tekken. Because you were talking about Tekken Tag.
Yeah.
So, they were like, well, we're not going to give you a Tekken Tag. Here's Tekken 8.
And look, I'm happy with Tekken 8 because that shit looked clean.
It did look clean. And the environment was so sick looking.
Oh, yeah. Up there on that mountaintop, that plateau. That shit looks so good. Yo, ever since, I think Tekken 4, I think it might have been. The graphics have started to look just cleaner and cleaner, just more crisp. You know what I mean? Because, they've always been, top-notch when it comes down to fighting games anyway. At least in my opinion. I've always loved the Tekken games.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. In my opinion, I know it's probably a hot take for some people, but for me, I think they're like the gold standard of fighting games. Above Street Fighter, and because if you notice, think about it, I love Street Fighter, don't get me wrong. Street Fighter, once they got to the newer platforms, what did they look damn near exactly like? Tekken. Yeah. They had the same, they those exaggerated muscles and these big, it's all kind of starting to look the same. But they didn't give us much. It was just kind of like a cinematic trailer.
Nah, it was Jin and his father fighting.
Yeah, and it looked sick. It looked like what you would normally expect to get out of a Tekken game. I'm sure they will show more along the way.
I'm hoping so.
But yeah,
unfortunately, we didn't get a release date on this one. I believe I'm almost guaranteed this is supposed to be probably 2023.
Yeah, more than likely. But yeah, that is Tekken 8.
Yeah, and then from there, we got two games that are in development right now. Both of them are in VR.
Yeah, for the PS VR 2.
Yes, so the first one we start with is Star Wars Tales of Galaxy's Edge Enhanced Edition. So this one's going to be coming out in 2023.
Yeah, and I believe if I remember correctly, you play the role of you're like a droid technician, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You're like a droid tech that basically, they didn't really go in depth into what the story actually is, but you're basically someone that goes from a droid tech and gets yourself involved in something way above your pay grade.
Yeah,
true. Is basically what it seems, and it's cool. You see little, there's some cameos there. You see C-3PO, you see R2,
R2D2, yeah,
and graphics don't look the greatest, but you have to remember when you have those games in VR, they never look as great on the screen as they do when you actually have the headset on. And what do we say a million times? Even those games that may look a little dumbed down in VR, the fact that you're in there, you almost don't care.
Yeah, the immersive quality of it and the fact that you can like literally turn your head behind you and you can see like behind you, dude, everything is 360. Like,
yeah,
they can't make it that fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, these are definitely still fun.
And remembering now, as great as the original PSVR was, now you have, all the haptic feedback in everything in the controllers, in the headset, and everything. So it's just going to bring a whole new element to it. So yeah, so that was the first one that they showed for the VR2, and then they also came with what the fuck? What was the other one?
It was called Demio.
That's right. Yeah, it's like a tabletop.
It's
RPG,
a tabletop RPG. Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I mean, you had a deck of dice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up there. And it looked like, I mean, you were like going like Yu-Gi-Oh style with like fucking cards and then trying to like initiate a roll and shit. Like, it was pretty nuts looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like it would be something that would be pretty cool to watch, you know what I mean? Like a Twitch stream on VR.
I would love if we were all fortunate enough to be able to get our hands on a VR2 and be able to play stuff like that together. Yeah, because that's one thing in our granted, it's still fairly new. That's one thing in our gaming careers, I'll say, for a lack of better word, that we had. We've played a lot of games together. We have never all played a VR game together.
True.
And that would be interesting, to where like we're walking around and I can literally turn my head and actually look at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah.
But then we started getting back into, what we'd expect from
the Sony wheelhouse.
The state of plays. Yeah. So we got a game that actually has been in Japan for a long time. We're finally getting it over here in the States, and it is called Like a Dragon Ishin.
I know it's written that way, but I feel like it's Ishin Like a Dragon is my best guess.
You know something? You're probably right, just because of the way that their phonetics work over there.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, maybe you thought the same. What did you think it was when you first saw it?
I thought it was some type of like Bayonetta type of thing.
I thought it was another Yakuza.
Oh, well, no. Okay, so actually, the first thing I thought it was gonna be another Nier game.
I mean, yeah, I could see that too.
Because dude, they beat everybody out the water with Automata.
But like you said, it's so like you see so many different styles and games you remember in there. You see Nier, you see Bayonetta, like you said, Yakuza for sure. A little
definitely
Onimusha in there, or was it Onimusha or was it Dynasty Warriors? I can't remember. But yeah, it looked like a nice. Well, it was slice and dice at first, and then my man brought some guns out.
Yo, I wasn't expecting that. Like, that one fucking slice and spin around with a pistol and just pop.
Yeah, you do see a good amount of gameplay in there. There was one wicked scene where my man just straight cut a bullet in half.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then stabbed this dude straight through his chest. So that was that was
with this
serious.
game. I don't believe I saw a release date on this one.
I don't remember.
So I feel like this one might have said something similar to just be ready. You know what I'm saying? You mean basically it's on its way. And the next one is something that I know you are stupid excited for. And of course, I am talking about Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh yeah, and it's something that I didn't expect, because I was wondering why they were showing that. I was like, they've showed a lot of stuff from Hogwarts. What is this little thing they're showing? Apparently, it's like an exclusive quest, I guess.
Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what it is, but yes, it is a PlayStation exclusive. It's called the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop, and what you get with this exclusive little package is you get additional dungeon and shopkeeper cosmetic sets and in-game Hogsmeade shop itself. Now, again, this game is being made by Portkey Games. The date that it is going to be releasing is the 10th of February of next year. And I mean, like, so I kept on thinking, like, when I first watched it, I didn't think it was a Harry Potter thing at first. Just because, I mean, it seemed a little dark. It seemed a little dark to be Harry Potter. But then, like, when it just continued to go along, I'm like, okay, I've seen, like, I've seen the way these this stuff has looked before.
Yeah.
And with the other trailers, I'm like, okay, then this has to be legacy.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the jacket and like I saw the crest for I want to say it was Slytherin, but I looked
It was
really
green.
quickly.
I'm pretty sure it's Slytherin.
But as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, so I'm getting more Hogwarts Legacy. I was like, I guess they're showing more gameplay, which is weird because they've shown a lot already.
But that it was dark though.
Yeah,
it was darker than than the other trailers.
This like apparently this lady or whatever is like selling her shop or something or whatever, and you go in there and she like opens this chest and there's a ladder in there and she climbs down and you see like people hanging in there.
Yeah,
they looked like mannequins. They looked like mannequins that were hanging.
It's like essentially like what the skeletons of clay dolls are made from. You know what I mean? Like those things.
Yes. But I literally could not possibly be more excited for this game. So everything they show me is a bonus at this point.
And I know for a fact you're going to get this one for PlayStation, even regardless of the exclusive package.
Yeah. Now I unfortunately I am still conflicted. I don't feel good about doing it because J.K. Rowling is such a foul human being. But like what the hell am I gonna do? Like the way I rationalize it to myself is that like there's a lot of good people that worked on this game. So yes, unfortunately, the world was created by someone who's less than stellar, to say the least. But what am I gonna do? Me not buying the game isn't gonna stop it from making money. So
that is true.
I want to play it. Fuck it. I don't have to agree with your views to play the game.
That is true. Yeah, so like I said, that game is coming out February 10th of next year. So the next one was very strange. It had like a Telltale style of graphics.
Oh yeah, is this Pacific Drive?
Pacific Drive, yeah.
I tried so hard to make it to make this out, and the only thing I could somewhat come to was like it seemed like an alien abduction type of thing. Like
you literally just
you literally just saw this old school Griswold station wagon in this gas station. You don't see the person working on it, but someone's clearly working on it, and they have all sorts of like tracking type gizmos in their car that start to go fucking haywire while the person's working on the car, and then they just straight get in the car and take off because I guess they know something crazy is about to happen. And you just see a lot of shit going on, but you can't really make out what exactly is happening. The only thing that made me believe that it was some sort of alien invasion abduction type of shit was the fact that all the instrumentation in the car was going haywire, and then when you see the title screen at the end that says Pacific Drive, you see this giant beam of light coming down from the sky right on top of that car.
Yeah.
So that's like we're left, to our own imagination at this point to figure out what exactly it's about, but so we don't have much on it yet. That's just my guess.
Okay, so I have an article open from Porygon.com talking about Pacific Drive, and this is just.
Did you just say Porygon.com?
Polygon, sorry.
I did the same shit earlier. I called it Porygon as well.
God, I'm a nerd. So what I got here tells me that the car is the player's lifeline. While they do have to get out from the driver's seat from time to time to clear the path, check a reading, or investigate an area, they're much less vulnerable behind the wheel. The primary player hub will be a garage, which helps you upgrade and repair your car in between runs through terrifying lightning storms, military zones, and terrifying churning rock worms. Yeah, that was another thing.
Yeah, that's another thing that got me thinking there was some sort of thing, because the first thing you hear when the person is driving is that you're driving on like government property, that you're trespassing on government property.
The Olympic exclusion zone.
Yeah.
So the main thing is your main point is to get to the heart of the exclusion zone, and you got to deal with a whole bunch of cryptid shit, in your way, plus probably the military in order to get there.
Yeah.
But that game's coming out in 2023, and I think that one's going to be kind of like sneaking under the radar. You know what I mean? I honestly do.
Yeah.
Next thing we got was a little something about something we honestly still don't know anything about. they didn't really explain anything. It's called the PlayStation Stars. It's some type of loyalty program that is free to join. It will be launching in the U.S. in October at some time. They really didn't give us much beyond that.
They kind of explained it. It's almost now.
I mean,
I thought it was going
like
one direction.
Knickknacks.
I thought it was going one direction, and then it took like a sharp left because it sounded like they were doing what you get with redeeming, like turning in achievements on the Series X.
Yeah,
and then you can turn them in for like actual real life rewards, like money off of, your
just random shit,
your online shit or whatever. Yeah. So I thought that's where this was going, but then it took kind of a. Did you play Astro's Playroom?
Yes.
You know how you unlock like the old school things that get put in that PlayStation playground? That's kind of what this seems like. So you'll now be basically like you earn rewards while you're playing games, I guess, through unlocking trophies. And then when you do that, you can redeem that for basically like virtual goodies almost. So like a couple of the things they showed were like they almost kind of looked like amiibos, a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like the shits you get at the end of like when you play the old school like Smash Brothers games and you get like the figurines that you can like collect and shit. It's kind of like that. So you'll see like these little figurines or little things that will throwbacks to old school PlayStation stuff. I think I saw like an old like Sony stereo. I saw a couple things from different games that Sony had come out with. It's just more fun little
like
shit
I said,
to track,
trinket knick-knack shit.
It's
that's all it really is.
It's nothing that it's not dumb. It's not fantastic. It's just
there.
I'm cool with it.
It's there.
It's a feature. I'm cool with it.
Yes, like I said, we're not going to be hearing about that until October. I mean, well, at least that's when it's going to show up in the States because it's going to show up over in Asia in certain spots.
The end of this month.
And end of September, and then it's going to be showing up in the States and Europe a few weeks later.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Next game is another one that I'm not entirely sure what the hell it is, but fuck it, let's have fun. Game is called Sin Duality.
Is this the one that basically looked like some Mech Warrior shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a summary right here of the game. It is Sin Duality is a sci-fi action set in dystopian futuristic world where humans and AI must coexist and cooperate to survive. Gameplay centers around cradle coffins, armed vehicles in which players will be roaming on the surface as they hunt for rare AO crystals alone or with or against other players. It is an online co-op multiplayer and online versus, just multiplayer as well. We're going to be getting the game in 2013. This is another Bandai Namco game.
Yeah.
They're putting out so much stuff, dude. They're pushing for 2023 hard. They really are.
Do what you do. Just work your people the correct way.
Amen to that.
That's all I ask for. And then after that game, doesn't that move right into a game that that as soon as I saw it, I thought was another Final Fantasy game?
Yes.
Or is there one in between? It is? Okay. It's something
Stellar
Blade,
Knife.
right?
So
Knife. I said
Blade. No, Stellar Blade. You're right.
Oh, Stellar Blade. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's another action RPG.
JRPG.
Yeah, it's also called Project Eve. You know what I mean? Is another name for it because that's the main character that you're wanting to work with you to try to help save humanity, essentially, is what it seems like.
Got it.
This is an exclusive, a PS5 exclusive, and it's going to be coming out in 2023.
Yeah.
So we only have
looked like some cookie cutter Final. It looked like some Final Fantasy. It looked like every JRPG ever.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. So check it out. We have 2 more games to talk about and 1 accessory to talk about.
Yes.
So first, let's talk about the PS5 console exclusive that we're not going to be getting until 2024, but I am perfectly okay with that, with the way that this fucking game looks.
Yep.
It is the brand new action RPG game coming from Team Ninja, and it is called Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, it looks so sick.
And this is another one that blends the past and the future because you had like a bayonet with a fucking at the end of a rifle. And dude just stabbed somebody with the rifle, then just backed out and just shot him.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited for that game. I'm really up. This is the game that I wanted to hear Anthony's opinion on because he loves like the whole samurai culture and stuff like that. So how much he loved and as has everyone that's played it loved Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
And also you guys both played was it Trek to Yomi or
Trek to Yomi? Yeah, Trek to Yomi is fun. It's a good game.
Yeah, so I would really like to hear his opinion on this one, but it looks right up his alley.
And the last two things we're going to talk about both involve the same game. Mm-hmm. So the first thing we got was we are getting a brand new, looks like a limited edition, well, at least for now, limited edition controller for the PlayStation 5 for God of War Ragnarok.
Looks
on the touchpad, it has the the little wolf and the big wolf. You know what I mean? Howling up at the moon. It looks so fucking good. And then they finished up the state of play with a brand new trailer for God of War Ragnarok. Atreus is hiding a secret from Kratos.
Yeah.
His secret. You see Freya and the mistletoe. Man, you see her looking completely disheveled.
Sorry. I'm watching my kid and he just fell out of bed.
Let him be. Now, there was one line in this trailer that, like, the only way I can put it is that it immediately got me hard. And it was after Atreus said to his dad, "Who will protect you?" And Kratos says, "Death can have me when it earns me." And I was like, oh, yes. Like, yo, I want that phrase with the fucking battle axe and the fucking blades as a tattoo. Like, that shit would look insane. Death can have me when it earns me.
I actually saw you tweet about that, didn't you? Or someone tweeted it and you tweeted like best line gaming history or some shit.
Yeah, that was easily the best line that I've ever heard in a video game. Like honestly, there's nothing more that basically sums up what I'm expecting this game to be. Because I personally expect this game to be the end of the story for Kratos. You know what I mean? So if that is the case, then him saying "death can have me when it earns me" just works even better. I mean, especially when you see him battling those Valkyries. You know what I mean? In that scene. So I absolutely loved that fucking trailer. So the game and the controller are both going to be out November 9th of this year. Yes.
Holla.
And that is everything that we got in the Sony State of Play. So, all right, y'all. So what we're going to do here is we are going to take y'all out, let y'all know how you can connect with us. But before, we're going to let you know that there is going to be another episode that is going to drop directly behind this one. We are giving y'all back to back. And it is going to be the Nintendo Direct. And we're also going to talk about what we've been playing recently, because we are recording these the same day, but we're giving everybody a little bit of diversity. Man, if you want the Sony, you can listen to the Sony. If you want the Nintendo, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play it that way. Here's how you connect with CGC. You can go to our website, which is consolegamingcrew.com, or hit us up by email at consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. Our Twitter is at consolecrew, which is probably the easiest place to get a hold of us, and we'll get a hold of you right back. Our YouTube and Instagram are both Console Gaming Crew. Also, listening to the beginning of the episode, you heard us, bossrush.net. It is the best place you can go to find anything and everything entertainment, both consoles, PC, and sports. Basically anything you want, you're going to find it there, bossrush.net. Be better. Also, you get to check us out on Twitch. What a fun fucking night we had on Twitch. Listen to the next episode to find out why. Our name is CGC Podcast. We have a co-op Monday night to where I go ahead and throw down with my boys, Mike from the Twisted Cape Podcast, Javier and Dan. We all play 4-player co-op games. Have a good time. We also have fun / Freaky Friday or a Yeet Friday, as so it seemed for this time. I mean, Andy's going to be starting up a Freaky Friday game soon once we go ahead and get everything lined up and ready to go. Until then, we might have a few Yeet sessions or something like that, because honestly, that was a great fucking time.
Yes, it was.
It was a good fucking time. All right, y'all. So until next time, I please, I plead with y'all. Wash your hands, mask up, do what you got to do to feel good, because it's always about feeling good. And as always, baby,
Game on.
Game on, y'all. Be good. Peace.